My name is Stephen McQueen. I'm a MS4 cadet captain, and I am from Kelseyville, California. ROTC stands for Reserve Officer Training Corps, and what we are is we are college students that train for the Army part-time. So the way we break it down is kind of on the weekdays, we do our schoolwork, we go to class, we do our homework, all that stuff, and then weekends and also on like Fridays and during school we have our training, Army training, and what we're doing is we're training to become officers. Officers are the people who lead soldiers. We plan, we execute missions, and we are basically in charge of leading the soldiers and warriors of the United States Army. I joined ROTC because I always wanted to join the military. I always wanted to serve my country. I originally was planning on going to West Point, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get in, and I really wanted to get a college education while serving, and I met with some recruiters and talked about it, and I applied for a scholarship and I got it, and I was able to get a 4-year full ride scholarship, so I was pretty happy about that. ROTC, it's broken down into 4 years or 4 classes. So your first class will be your MS1 class, and those will be the freshmen and new people into ROTC. And so they're the beginners. They're fresh out of high school. They're coming in, and so they're kind of in what we call a crawl phase. They don't know a whole lot. We're teaching them how to do things, and they're really learning the basics.
My name is Justin Lee, and I'm an MS1 cadet. I'm from Orange County, Southern California. As an MS1 cadet, I'm definitely just starting to soak in like the basics of ROTC. The basics entail pretty much just learning from the MS2s and MS3s, just observing what they do during ROTC activities and soaking all that in so that we can do the same tasks that they do when we're older.
My name is Chris Castillo. I'm an MS2 cadet, and I'm from Roseville, California. During my MS2 year, we learned the values of communicating and teamwork, the importance of how well you adapt and work with somebody in your class only makes your following year, MS3 year, a lot more easier and a lot more smoother. Just really getting to know who you're working with, and then from there, working together to accomplish any task or mission that we were given. I definitely don't think I could have gone straight from MS1 year to MS3 year, just because through your MS1 year and MS2 year, you learn the values of learning to follow. It comes down to the old saying, you have to first learn to follow before you can lead your soldiers. So it's crucial within your MS1 and MS2 year to learn the basics, even having like a refresher course as myself coming from prior service. Learning the small basics only makes everything look more easier, so just instead of just jumping right in and just going for it.
My name is Randall Brown, and I'm an MS3. The MS3 year is really the first year that you assume a lot more leadership responsibilities. As a 1 and a 2, you're more following, you're participating in the training, you're more of a student in the learning position. But as an MS3, you really become the teacher, you become the learner. On a direct level, you start working more closely with bigger groups of people and showing them new things and executing the training that you used to be a part of.
And then the MS4s, we're the seniors. We're kind of in this, I wouldn't say it's a sprint, but we're running pretty fast, making sure that the battalions or the ROTC organization is running smoothly and correctly.
We have physical fitness Monday, Tuesday, Thursday from 6 to 7:30 in the morning. During those times we either do long run or muscular endurance or go to the track. And I've seen a lot of improvement since my first day in ROTC. I remember I fell out of the first run with Cadet Lee, but now we stay with Alpha. So yeah, I've seen a lot of improvement in my run and also as well as my overall physical fitness.
Not take this anymore. Saying everything I said before.
Physical fitness is actually very important because when you actually get into the military, they want the top tier soldiers that are most physically fit. So it's good to be in the best shape of your life before you actually join the military.
Everything you say to me, one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to breathe, 'cause I'm one step closer to the edge, I'm about to break. And the answers aren't so clear.
ABFT on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Spare the Cowboys!
ROTC offers extracurricular activities. Two of the most notable ones are Ranger Challenge and Color Guard. Ranger Challenge is basically like the ROTC sports team. It's a team that is composed of all the different types of MS classes. There has to be one member of the team in each MS class, so there has to be at least one MS1, at least one MS2, at least one MS3, and at least one MS4. Ranger Challenge, there's an aspect called the rope bridge, and the rope bridge is basically where there's so say you're at one end of a riverbank and there's a giant river that you need to get across, but you know you probably can't swim it, or you have critical equipment like ammo that you can't get wet. So what we do is we create a bridge out of a single rope that we're able to get people across. When I was part of Ranger Challenge, I was what's called the near side operator of the rope bridge, and what we do is we tie one end of the rope to a tree or a pole or something that's sturdy that we can find, and then we have one of our members swim across the river without any of his equipment on, go to the other side and tie it to another tree or post. So basically it's now created a straight line. We then tie different types of knots and stuff, and we're able to pull it as tight as we can, so the line is basically above the water and it's taut, as tight as it can possibly be. Then we put on what are called Swiss seats. They're basically harnesses made out of rope that can be put on in under about 45 seconds, and then we're able to move all of our equipment and all of our personnel across the rope bridge without getting wet. All right, so today we're here at beautiful Fort Hunter Liggett in King City, California, and we're doing CFTX, or Combined Field Training Exercise, and that's when a lot of the groups in the Bay Area and ROTC programs from Berkeley, Santa Clara, UC Davis, and UC Sacramento are all coming here, and we're all going to train together to get the feel of what it's like to work in an actual Army unit setting. So some of the events that we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing day and night land navigation, where cadets are going to go out. They're going to find land nav points. I actually have one. So they get to go out. They get to go out into the woods. They get to look for things like this. They're in the ground, and it's basically making sure that the cadets learn how to. They know how to find points. They can read a map, and they can basically navigate themselves and their units when they actually get into the Army. Another thing we're going to be doing today is called patrolling ops. That's where our MS3 cadets, they're going to learn how to lead a platoon, and a platoon is 40 people. So they're actually going to learn how to lead 40 people in a combat environment. After college, I'm going to Fort Benning, Georgia. I'm supposed to report there June 17th, so about a month after I graduate. The reason I'm going there is because when you graduate and you get sent to what's called Bullock Basic Officer Leadership Course, basically what that is you go and you learn how you're going to do your specific job in the Army. My specific job is an armor officer, so the armor Bullock is located at Fort Benning, Georgia. Then after that, I'm not exactly where I'm going. I'm still waiting for the Army to send me orders like most of the MS4 seniors are as well. My experience in ROTC is pretty memorable, and it's really good. You learn how to interact with people you've never interacted with before. You learn how to accomplish tough missions that you probably wouldn't, or tough situations that you probably wouldn't be faced with before. And overall, it's really helped not only my confidence, but as well as my physical fitness and just my mental fortitude as well. What I'm gonna miss most about ROTC is just kind of the learning environment that we have. So in ROTC, you're really learning how to be an officer. And when you're gonna get into the real Army, it's not that you're not gonna learn anything, but you have responsibility now. You're an officer, you're expected to lead your men and your soldiers, and am I gonna miss my friends? Yep, I'm gonna miss my friends, especially this guy named Cadet Wyatt. He's cool, bro. A place I'm gonna miss particularly for ROTC is a place called Camp Tamarancho. So it's about an hour outside of San Francisco. It's a Boy Scout camp in Marin, and it's where we do most of our Army training. The car rides up there are always fun. It's always fun just joking around with friends on the way up there, but when we do get there, we're there to work, and we always get good training out of it.
And now I'll stop the storm if it rains. I'll light a path far from here. I'll make your fear melt away, and the world we know disappear.
My MS3 year, I'm excited for it. I'm ready. I feel like all the other classes before me or that have mentored me has definitely prepared me going into it. I'm not nervous or anything at all. I feel like I've built a great relationship with my peers higher as well as below me. So just working on that teamwork and building off of each other only makes my MS3 year a lot more easier.